Yeah! Here we go!
It's time for TSS Fantasy.
It is Commissioner Cooper.
Greatest time of the year, and if you are praising fantasy Jesus, you are doing
Sunday
good stuff.
morning.
Happy Sunday. Happy early morning trash football game.
That's why I'm easy.
We're back, baby! Let's go!
I'm easy like Sunday morning.
Aaron Rodgers, like, I almost got banned off TikTok for the thing that's doing.
That's why I'm easy.
He has had some nagging hamstring issues
I'm
over
easy
the
like
years.
Sunday morning.
My beloved Jets are trash.
That's why I'm easy. I'm easy like Sunday morning.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It is Commissioner Cooper, and it's time for TSS Fantasy.
Yeah!
Freddy's in the Halloween spirit. Oh. Wow.
Yo, Justin is I think Justin's getting beat up.
He's
Wow.
a ghost. He's about to get ghosted.
Yeah, all right. Well, we'll go ahead and mute Justin right quick. Anyway, all righty. So, let's wake up. It's week 8. We got a lot of football to cover. It is Halloween week going into next week, but we're going to be celebrating more next week. Poor Freddy was just a little bit early. But let's get the introduction started. Welcome into the studio, Andrew LeDuc, Mr. Sophistication himself. Welcome in, my friend.
I don't know what's more disturbing, Justin with the mask on or that just halfway out that zipper. Like, that looks disturbing as hell. Like you're being birthed, motherfucker.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
Basically said Fred's got pussy face. Welcome into the studio, Fred the Jester Reyes. Welcome in, sir.
Yes. I'm here again, guys. Thank you. Jets are doing terrible, but my fantasy teams are doing great. So let's just get this started.
Well, we're going to see how great today, because you're up against in our home league, our next co-host, Greg OJ, the Juice is Loose Mayor. Welcome in.
I wouldn't brag about doing great when you start Carson Wentz and it gives you 9 points for a good job.
Bye week this week was tough.
Good job.
Carson Wentz?
Listen,
It's your
keep starting Carson Wentz. I love it.
Flacco. You should have picked him up before someone else did. But anyway, all right, well, let's welcome in Justin Jesus Herrera. Welcome in, my friend. Oh, I think I muted you. Sorry.
Yeah, great.
Oh, it's all good. I can get.
Oh, and then I muted you again.
Oh,
Sorry.
Nice.
My
Hands
fault,
off the
my-
control, Scoop. Hands off.
Yes,
Hands
yes,
off.
yes.
Well, it's good to be here. I got a special can of whoop ass for a former member of this crew, Nick Macarenas. You're about to get your Nick Macarenas ass handed to you today, son. And then also, Fred, while your face does kind of look like a pussy, it kind of looks like that girl that got ran through a little too much in college.
Oh my God.
Hey,
Oh,
we thought you were getting a can of whoop ass just now in the background.
That was actually my dog. My wife was not having any part of my dog this morning. She was like, "Get the fuck off the couch right now, bitch."
It's too early to get all that hair on the couch. Like, let's go, bro. All right, well, let's pay the bill so we get the show started. If you're watching on YouTube, do us a solid. Hit subscribe. Give us a like. Throw your fantasy questions in there. Little things stopping you from doing it. Big things popping for us when you do. So we always appreciate that. If you're looking to play some daily fantasy, go to the Fast Draft app. Use the promo code TSS. We'll double that deposit up to $50. So that'll be $100 to lay down. And we're going to give you some ultimate DFS lineups to play with today, so we'll definitely get you paid. Just follow us for sure. Also, don't forget, go to, if you're looking for some championship bling, I'm going to get one of those promotions out. Go to Pro-Am Belts. They got all the latest and greatest, all the great championship belts, the custom design, all kind of good stuff, so make sure you check them out. Obviously, I'm not very smooth this morning, so let's get started with injury news. Unfortunately, Brian is not awake. I've texted him. He's not answering. So we're going to have Andrew LeDuc play Doc this morning. Let's hear the latest in injuries from Andrew.
It's time to get your latest NFL injury updates with Brian from the Injured List podcast. The doctor is in.
I mean, it is Halloween, so you can play doctor this morning, Andrew. All right, so what say you on the latest injury updates?
All right, bend over. You'll just feel a little pressure. So
What the hell's going on this morning? What the hell is going on?
all right, so let's get to some quick. I don't have the top notch. I can't. That echo's driving me nuts. Jesus Christ. Lamar Jackson already ruled out. Nico Collins also already ruled out. AJ Brown, Garrett Wilson, Ricky Pearsall, all ruled out already. Brock Purdy, Christian Kirk ruled out as well. Look at the rookies over there at Houston. The wide receivers that get involved there. We'll kind of see who's going to be the future there. Cole Kmet ruled out, so National Tight End Day. Colston Loveland should be in the mix today. Tyrod Taylor doing the most Tyrod Taylor thing I've ever seen, having another chance to start and getting hurt. Some guys we already knew earlier in the week, Bucky Irving, Chris Godwin, just a reminder they're out, as well as Calvin Ridley, Jaden Daniels as well. So the true game time decisions, though, looks like it's going to be Drake London, Dalton Kincaid, Tyler Algier, David Njoku, and Matthew Golden. Their game time decisions, and a few guys not expected to play at this point. Bryce Young, which we kind of already knew. But Michael Penix also leaning towards not expected to play. He's still listed as questionable right now, but word is Kirk Cousins has been taking more snaps as the week has gone on. So Michael Penix trending in the wrong direction there could have a nice little Kirk Cousins bump day. So we'll see how that turns out. But it looks like Breece Hall, DeAndre Swift, and Mason Taylor are all expected to play today. Still keep an eye on how Isaiah Davis works into that Jets backfield. If Hall is banged up and still playing, we could see as the season goes on and the Jets season continues to go down the toilet, we could see Davis get some more work as maybe they sit Breece Hall, or maybe they even look into moving him in the next week or two here. So those are some guys to keep an eye on, some guys you got to get out of your lineup. Once again, I don't know what the hell their injuries are as far as what it means for timeout. That's Brian's department. Wake up, Brian. But that's what you need to know for your lineup.
Wake up.
Wake the hell up, Brian. That's for damn sure. We're up, you're up. All right, well, we'll see Andrew out with our friends from NeuroGuard Plus. Let's check it out.
Dr. Michael Hutchison has harnessed the latest in neuromuscular dentistry and impact technology to develop a mouthguard that does more than protect. It enhances. NeuroGuard Plus isn't just a mouthguard. By focusing on the jaw's physiological position, it provides an added layer of neuroprotection, significantly reducing the risk of sports-related neurological injuries. All athletes should be using a custom mouthguard designed to their bite position. NeuroGuard Plus was created as a means to maintain your physiological jaw position regardless of your bite. The appliance is designed to optimize your upper-lower jaw relationship to improve your strength, your balance, your oxygen intake, and drastically lower your chance of a concussion. Independent studies have shown that the NeuroGuard Plus will provide you with improvement to both upper and lower body strength. The same improvements were not present with a common mouthguard. Over 6,500 athletes have used the NeuroGuard Plus. Dr. Hutchison is happy to say that the amount of diagnosed concussions is 0.2%. The NeuroGuard Plus offers athletes, coaches, and parents an advantage to keep their players safe on the field. If you or your child actively participates in athletics, they need to be protected from the dangers of repetitive head trauma. Get your NeuroGuard Plus mouthguard today. Click on the link and use code ILPSports for 10% discount on your purchase.
All righty, well, let's talk weather.
It's time to get your real-time NFL weather report from TSS Fantasy.
All right, let's take a look at the games you don't have to worry about weather-wise. Miami at Atlanta, San Francisco at Houston, Tampa Bay at New Orleans, and Tennessee at the Indianapolis Colts. Here are your weather games today. The Jets at Cincinnati, 59 degrees, mostly cloudy, winds at 7 miles an hour. Cleveland at New England, 53 degrees, clear skies, winds are at 7 miles an hour. It's getting a little chilly out there. Giants at the Eagles, 60 degrees, partly cloudy, winds at 3 miles an hour. Buffalo at Carolina, it's 62 degrees, and there is a slight chance of rain in this one with winds at 7 miles an hour. Chicago at Baltimore, 60 degrees, partly cloudy skies and winds at 3 miles an hour. Dallas at the Broncos, 70 degrees, partly cloudy, winds at 5 miles an hour. Green Bay at Pittsburgh, 46 degrees, and I haven't seen this before, but it says patchy frost for this one with winds at 5 miles an hour. I don't know what patchy frost means, but I guess it'll be frosty air, as they say. Washington at Kansas City, 58 degrees and a slight chance of rain in this one with winds at 6 miles an hour there. So there we go. I don't even see our betting expert today. His ass is sleeping too, apparently. I do have his picks, though, so let's hear what his betting advice is for this week.
Time to win some money with TSS Fantasy's betting advice. Win big bitches.
Oh, I look at that, and he popped on right as I call it. There, I was pulling up your bets because I was like, well, I don't think he's awake yet, so I was just going to do it. Welcome in, my friend.
Bat signal.
All right, beautiful. All right, so what betting advice do you got for us this week? Let's make us some money.
Let's start with the good news. Our underdog streak up and running after Fields and Judkins came through for us. The leg 3, we're going to take Ramondre Stevenson, lower than 59.5 rushing yards. Actually bump this up to 59.5. You can manipulate these numbers. After you hit the first 2 legs, it's all about dead unders. We take the easiest possible unders we can find. We get like 8 of those in a row, cash out. Now, if you didn't get on board last week, I understand. We've been ice cold. You needed proof of concept. So we're going to start a new streak this week. Cade Otton, Xavier Legette, both higher than 4.5 receptions, both very necessary to their QBs today. After Mike Evans destroyed his entire upper body, we saw Peyton go to Cade Otton repeatedly, and then Xavier Legette, I mean, I think 5 of Dalton's 7 attempts went to Xavier Legette. These backups, they find a guy they like, 5 catches each. That'll get that one started. And then for the game picks, got to heat back up here. Texans -2. It went from -1 to -1.5, now to -2. I don't know why, but clearly smarter people than I are on Houston, so I'm just going to get on with them. Colts -19.5 plus 155. I think the spread is 14.5. They're not afraid to run it up, and they still feel disrespected after that Daniel Jones postgame interview where he's like, I guess you guys don't know a whole lot about this team. I think he wants to go out there and prove it against a terrible opponent. Then your Dolphins and Falcons both score 17 points, -115 in a kitchen sink game for the Dolphins. What do you think about a Malik Washington touchdown today? I was thinking about that this morning. A little gadget.
I've been thinking that ever since Tyreek Hill's been hurt. I've been thinking that's going to happen, and it just hasn't emerged, to be quite frank.
Yeah, he's my new Marvin Mims, a wide receiver I just believe in and won't do anything. And then Bears and Ravens both scored 20 plus 145. That even with the backup QB, I thought Lamar was playing, and the number went up since Lamar has been ruled out. I think they can still put 20 on these Bears at home.
I like it. I hope you guys got your pens out and got all that info. If not, of course, there's always that rewind button, so you can check that out.
Stoner's best friend, the rewind button.
All righty. Well, let everyone know where they can follow, subscribe, get all your great content, my friend.
I'm at Propnosis on the Twitter, and then we do a show called Spittin' Truth, me and Cricket and Buku and all these dudes from Tennessee. It's a good time.
Nice. All right.
That's Friday nights at 8:30 Central.
Friday at 8:30. Make sure you go check the boys out. All right. Well, we appreciate you as always, my friend. Thanks for waking up with us. We'll see you next Sunday. And as we send Eric out, we're going to be playing our Sunday morning cartoon. Get your bowl of cereal out. Let's go.
When evil threatens my football Sunday, Commissioner Cooper sends me his super friends to save the day. the Hall of Justice. Spotted trouble in Denver. The Cowboys is wrangling their beloved Broncos. I'll need to summon some help. I'm on the Colorado Range. Feels like I'm back on my Texas ranch. Wrangling these ponies will be no problem for my boys. Denver has a stud named Bo Nix. Down the stretch, he will go all over the weak secondary of the Cowboys. Only thing big for Texas will be the Broncos' points. Holy cat scratchville Batman! The Bengal is attacking New York's pitiful Jets. Talk about kicking a team while they are down. These Jets must be from Spirit Airlines. Cheap and not very good. Today, I'll be marking my territory all over New York. Alfred, better call Breece Hall. His speed and agility will be a perfect attack against the weak Bengals defensive front. Hall will be a stealth bomber today.
I'm running to Philly, where the Giant is setting his sights on the Eagles again. After the last time he attacked, I better find some help.
B-5-0 fun! The way these Eagles played offense last time was dumb. This will be another stomping of the Birds today.
Call the Slim Reaper Devontae Smith. His smooth route running will get past the weak secondary of the Giants. The Reaper will sickle his way for 2 touchdowns. Here in Carolina, where the Panther is stalking the Buffalo. Buffalo is strong, but may need some help with this pretty kitty.
I'll be marking my territory on these Bills today. There won't be enough wagons to circle for my prey today.
Call my boy Dalton Kincaid. His big hands aren't for petting, and he'll find the end zone against the Panther, who doesn't play well against tight ends.
That's right, kids. Use the power of knowledge and go have a super win in fantasy football today.
Their mission, to fight injustice, to right that which is wrong, and to serve all mankind.
That's right, kids. Go have a super win in fantasy football today. All right, let's get to our favorite time and someone else's not so favorite so far this year. Let's get to some ultimate DFS lineups.
All right, brothers and sisters, get ready to get your ultimate DFS roster set with TSS Fantasy.
All right, we got a question in here. LeDuc, since you're next to me here, we'll kick it to you. It's from DeSmitty. Good morning, my friend. He wants to know Kendrick Bourne or Jawan Jennings.
I'm gonna go with Jawan Jennings coming back. I know Bourne's got that connection with Mac Jones, but I think this team's got to get someone else going here. So I think Jawan Jennings barely over Kendrick Bourne today.
All right, I like it. You know, it's funny. Justin's frozen, and he looks like he's deep in thought.
Yeah, and that's how we know he's frozen.
Love it. All right, so let's first start with who was last week's champion.
Introducing your new Ultimate DFS champion. Get down on your knees and pray for Justin Jesus Herrera.
Justin Jesus Herrera. What a good week last week. Wow. 162.9. Had some really good picks. The only thing that really hurt him was Dunze and Taylor. I guess Drake a little bit, but good week all the way around, including the defense with 25 points. So good stuff there from Justin.
Yeah, I finally got a title. After finishing second place 3 straight weeks in a row, I finally got my title, baby. Let's go.
I love it. I love it. Good job. Good job, my friend. And for our last year's DFS champion, there's been some trouble so far, but let's see who the jobber was this week.
LeDuc, this is now becoming a habit. 3 weeks in a row as the jobber? Might as well put this red nose on and dance around, you clown.
Clowning, indeed, but still 120.7 is not nothing to shake a stick at. We just had a good week this week. Caleb Williams obviously hurt you last week, and Goddard as well. He went with the Dunze also. Those are kind of things that hurt the lineup. Other than that, though, pretty decent week. The next guy up was Greg, 130.2. He was also hurt by the Caleb Williams and Dunze combo, but then came through, of course, with Browns D and Judkins as well, so that was good. Meg was up after that, 131.1. Decent week for her as well. Tetro McMillan hurt her a little bit. Kamani Vidal last week hurt her a little bit, but would have been decent this week. I was next after that. again, Mason Taylor popping up there. I had Drake London, Xavier Worthy hurting that lineup a little bit, but 137.5, not too shabby. And our Intercontinental Champion last week, who's won 2, Fred, he really stepped from somebody who didn't know what DFS was, been really stepping the game up. 160 last week, not far off from Justin at all that last week, so good stuff there. Maybe stop going with the homer picks with Breece Hall, and, maybe that'll set things straight for you. So, Justin, you are the champ this week. You'll go first. Talk about your ultimate DFS lineup.
First, before anything else, I wanted to say to D. Schmitty, I'm sorry I didn't get to your question on Wednesday night. I still much love to you, brother, and I hope you accept my apology and give me questions in the future. But anyways, let's get it kicked off. I'll go Flacco. I like Flacco against the Jets. No Sauce Gardner today. It's probably just going to be another feast for Flacco and the Bengals. I mean, a year ago when he was with the Browns, he was or 2 years ago when he was with the Browns, absolutely killing it at this part of the year. He was having some big games. Look for him to do that once again. Bijan and Taylor, I just went for it. It's 2 great matchups, and you know what? If you know that there's home runs there, why not just take them? It's like if Shohei Ohtani was right in front of you. You'd go, yeah, I'm going to just take Shohei Ohtani and fill in the rest. So those 2 are pretty self-explanatory. I like Kyle Pitts today. Drake London showing up as injured is just a little bit more icing on the cake for me. Kyle Pitts had a decent week last week. Devonta Smith. A.J. Brown was originally my placeholder, but Devonta Smith now with no A.J. Brown looks to be a great play. Jalen Noel against the 49ers. 49ers are not really great at covering slot receivers, especially good guys like this that can really take it and get some yak yards. Keon Coleman, I don't know. Maybe after the bye, this is my kind of shot in the dark. I'm thinking after the bye, maybe they kind of straighten things out and they kind of go, okay, Keon, you're going to be our end zone guy. Like, let's get this going. So I'm hoping there. And then it's National Tight Ends Day. How do you not get the best tight end in the game, in the world, in all of NFL, period? Like the greatest tight end of all time on National Tight Ends Day? I mean, when he's offered up at 4,500, that's just absolute disgrace. It's like spitting in his direction. But you know what? I'm going to take him on my team, and I'm going to make sure that we get another championship. And then the Ravens defense, I don't know what I was thinking. I thought Lamar Jackson was going to be here. So that's probably going to bite me in the ass. But you know what? You got to take what you got to take with you when you only have 2,800 left. No one can hear you. You're on mute.
You're on mute.
Thank you. That's a price to pay when you pay up for those big running backs. But I did the same, so I'll show you what I threw in on mine because the matchups are too juicy. Fred, what do you say, though? You're up next. You are the Intercontinental Champ. Talk about your ultimate DFS lineup.
Is Justin done? All right, here we go. I went mid-tier on everybody this week. I wanted to average out everything. Obviously, Daniel Jones, the Michael Pittman combo. They've been absolutely killing all year. When A.J. Brown is going to get fed the ball again, he's complaining. It's all over national news. So obviously, I think he's going to get fed. Let's see here. I went with Judkins and Henry. I sooner or later Henry's gonna have to have a big game. I think it's gonna be this week, and Judkins is absolutely, been killing it. So I went with him. With 5,000, I went with Kelsey. 5,000 is pretty cheap for Travis Kelsey. The Texans defense. I think they play. Who they play today? Help me out. I gotta remember.
Cowboys, right?
The Niners.
The Niners. Yeah, I think the Texans at home are gonna have a great day. I know why I picked them though. The last 2 games
they had too.
The Texans. Yeah, I do, right? The last 2 games, I think the Texans have like about 8 turnovers. So the Texans defense has definitely stepped up, and they even caught a TD last week. So that's why I went with the Texans. Spent that $3,000.
All right, I like it, even though you can't remember who the hell they're playing. Good job
there.
It doesn't
matter. I got 2 trophies.
Here's my lineup. Like I said, I went like Justin did. I mean, if you got Bijan Robinson or Jonathan Taylor in your fantasy squad this week, I'm jealous because, 30th against running backs for Atlanta, and Jonathan Tennessee is 27th against running backs. So you got it. Gotta love those matchups regardless. So I did spend up a bit. And then it was just trying to build a team around that. So but Caleb Williams against the Ravens D, they are starting to get a little more healthy, but, they're 31st against fantasy QBs. It's just still too good of a matchup. Then I went with Devonta Smith with no A.J. Brown today. Although I picked this before, there was no A.J. Brown, but he was a little bit cheaper. Giants secondary has been had. They're 29th against fantasy receivers. I went with Zay Flowers. This was in the hopes that Lamar was back, so that kind of sucks. But Chicago against fantasy receivers are 22nd. So I still think it's a good play no matter what. And I got Matthew Golden tonight against Pittsburgh. They're 30th against fantasy receivers. So I'm just kind of hoping that he's going to get a little bit of a takeoff here. I went again with Mason Taylor, just rolling the dice again. Again, the matchup's great. Bengals dead last against fantasy tight ends. Then in the flex, Cade Otton, why not, with the banged-up receiving core of the Bucks. You should see a little bit more in targets. New Orleans 18th against fantasy receivers. Then I threw in the 49ers defense because Houston, as we know, isn't that great of an offense, quite frankly. So that's why we went there. We'll take a quick look at Meg's lineup.
Wait a minute. You confused me, dude.
Why?
You left A.J. Brown on my roster when I traded with Devontae Smith.
I did? I thought I took him off. Let me see.
No.
Oh, yeah, I sure did. Sorry. Oh, well. Whatever. You got Devonta Smith there. You're good. Did you say A.J. Brown?
Yeah. I was like, why is this?
Oh, it's early. I didn't even catch it, so my bad. Oh, that's hilarious. All right, here's Meg's lineup. Now, if give Meg some, she doesn't have DraftKings over there. So she sends her lineup pretty early. If Penix does not play, you can slide Kirk Cousins in there. He's about the same amount. She's got Bijan as well. Woody Marks through Cam Scatterboo in the flex. She went back to Adunze this week. Sterling Shepard, Jerry Jeudy, Tucker Kraft, and Patriots D to round that one out. All right, Greg, let's talk about your ultimate DFS lineup.
Man, I need a win this week or something. Everybody else got a belt except me. What the hell's going on, bro? Well, I went with Patrick Mahomes and Rashid Rice. The Washington secondary is not great. So I went. The price was good on it, so I spent more on my quarterback this week. I went with Derrick Henry again. I thought Lamar was going to play. I thought it's going to be a better offense, so I went with Derrick Henry. Romeo Doubs against that Pittsburgh defense. They're 30th against fantasy wide receivers, so I went there. J.K. Dobbins against Dallas. Dallas defense does not stop the run at all, so I expect J.K. Dobbins to have a good game. Wan'Dale Robinson against Philly secondary. Philly secondary is the weak link on that defense, so I expect Wan'Dale Robinson to have a good day. Rashid Rice against New Orleans. New Orleans is 23rd against fantasy running back, so I like Rashid White play today. And Dalton Kincaid against Buffalo, against Carolina. I like that matchup. And, of course, the Falcons against the shitty-ass Miami Dolphins. We got that.
It's Rashad, not Rashid. So since
Rashad,
I had to correct you since you were talking shit. All right, LeDuc. Not that anyone cares, but what's your ultimate DFS lineup this week?
Yeah, I've been ice cold. So I also went Bijan Robinson, but just because I felt spiteful and the Dolphins suck against running backs, why not play both him and Algier? Because I think this game could get to Algier. But honestly, this was early in the week, and now Algier is not going to play, or he might not play. So I'd say if he doesn't play, I would just take a shot on sliding Woody Marks in there in that game. But other than that, I like the matchup for Franklin, especially with Trevon Diggs out now for Dallas. That secondary is banged up. I think Bo Nix is going to be able to feed both him and Cortland Sutton this week. We've already talked about Devonta Smith. Javonte Williams is just a must-safe start all across all formats, so got to have him in the flex. And then my shot in the dark is Rashid Shaheed going up there for the Saints. So why not there? The National Tight End Day, Dallas Goedert has been one of my guys all year. Once again, no A.J. Brown. That typically spells for good days for Goddard. So I like Goddard at the tight end position, and then Patriots defense is not who I picked.
Correct, and also the same with your flex as well. Your flex is actually Emeka Buka.
Yes, that's right.
And your defense today is the Falcons. So there you
See,
go.
now you're confusing both of us. Okay,
Yeah, my bad.
The production crew is just messing everything up. This
They should be fucking fired. Like, what the fuck?
The Patriots 19. They already have a point total to it. Like, what are we talking about here?
That'll be hilarious if that's what they scored. I mean, against the Browns, it's not far fetched. So anyway, all right.
But
Well,
either way,
yeah.
like Buka in the flex makes sense because of obviously the injuries there and that matchup against the Saints. And then the Falcons against the Dolphins is once again the Dolphins just suck.
Yeah, but that shows what a professional you are. Able to just kind of roll through it. Like, yeah, Javonte Williams, that's a good one there. And
I've been playing him all year, so it was very believable.
He just rolled with it, bro.
He rolled right with it. He gave the analysis anyway. I love it. All right, well, those are our lineups. Go to Fast Draft app. Use the promo code TSS. Double that deposit of $50. Use one of our lineups, and we'll get you paid, hopefully, or use a little bit of all of it. Who knows? All right, let's get to today's picks.
Will TSS Fantasy pick the right teams to win this week? Outlook not good.
These buy-mageddons kind of suck, but it's kind of cool. It's 8:30, and we already on picks. We gotta love it. Carl from Patriots Touchback, welcome in, my friend. Appreciate you joining us this morning.
Thanks for having me on, mate. Sorry, that's
good?
feedback there.
Yeah, it's from me. I don't have a mic today, so I don't have any noise cancellation. Sorry about that.
Try not to get that put off. Having sound issues right now, so I'm going to use my phone. But no, all cool. All cool.
All right, well, welcome in. Let's get started with our picks today. We're going to start out with America's fort, the Miami Dolphins.
Wait, Jason, we got to see the records from last week? Hold on.
Oh, shit, my bad.
Production.
My
Man.
fault.
What's going on this morning?
Listen, I
Oh,
don't know
you
what
just made
is
a cup
going
of
on.
Freddie
coffee.
comes on looking like
Something's
vagina.
tighten up
I don't know
today,
what's
but
going on this morning.
listen, I don't know what you need to see because guess who's back? Right back where I belong, 13-2 last week. And what really sucks is if I didn't go with those fuck-ass Dolphins, I'd be 14-1. But unfortunately, had to go with the home pride. Andrew's right behind me. Justin and Freddie and Greg, at 11-4, and Meg are done at 10-5. That's pretty good for the week and for the season. Me and LeDuc are all tied at 75-35. Justin's 5 games back. Meg, Fred, and Greg don't have a shot in hell. All right,
Season ain't over.
Let's go with that first game. I already said it's America's fart at Falcons. Miami leads the series 9-5. Last time they played was in 2021. Atlanta won 30-28. They're favored by 7.5. The over/under is 44.5. LeDuc, who you like?
Not the Dolphins.
Lay the
I
hammer.
was going to say, we shouldn't have any analysis. We should just ask Jason
Lay the
why he's
hammer
still
down,
picking his team.
Well, guess what? I learned my lesson from last week. Let's hammer that bitch down.
Oh, there it
Oh,
is.
shit.
Yeah, I learned my
Your
lesson.
fan card is my back pocket. I'll be
That's
taking
fine. Fuck it. Take
I
it.
kind of hope they win now to really
Wiping
rub it
my ass
into
with
him.
that thing.
Take it. Take the fucking thing. I don't care. You can throw it the fuck away. Whatever you want. Fire Mike. Tua sucks. And I couldn't find Marge Simpson. I don't know why the AI wouldn't put the Marge Simpson for Meg. So we had to go with Lisa there. So everyone going with the Falcons. Dolphins are horrible. What else are we gonna say? All right, let's go with the next one. The Bears at the Ravens. Bears lead the series 4-3. Last time they played was in 2021. Baltimore won 16-13. Baltimore's favored by 6.5. The over/under is 44.5. Fred, who you like?
Baltimore.
All right, good
Why?
analysis there. Carl, who you like?
Because they have to win.
Carl, who you like this
Freddie, you do realise that Lamar Jackson is out for this game.
Yeah.
And also the spread now is not -6.5. It's now only -1.5.
Upset special.
Fair enough.
And even though I think Caleb Williams is just mid, Chicago still wins.
Okay, what do you think, Greg?
Well, you know, we made these picks before Lamar was announced that he was going to be out. I picked Baltimore, but they got Snoop Huntley running the offense and not homeboy that played a couple weeks ago. So it might be a little better. I'm still going to stick with Baltimore. I think they still pull it out. Like Freddie said, they need to win to get back on track.
All the season's over.
He's a better option than what's his face. So I pick Baltimore. I stick with him.
Cooper Rush is the name you're looking for, and
Snooper.
But I agree. But you know, like I said, Tyron Huntley is at least a little serviceable. But we'll see. Justin, who you like?
I hate that we had to get these in so quickly because you learn that Lamar Jackson is out, and then you're like, oh, I can't change my pick. So I went with the Ravens because I thought Lamar Jackson would be back in a game they needed to win. But they'll lose, and they can rebuild for next year. Be one of those off years for them.
Yeah,
but I'm still going with the Ravens because I have to.
You guys also know there's plenty of time you could have told me you want to change. You've changed your ultimate defense. So don't even fucking play.
On Wednesday. I need the picks.
That's right. I need the picks to build it. As long as everything is built, then I can go in and change it after. But, you guys call me by your ultimate DFS line and change it, so it's the same fucking thing. I want to hear your excuses. Anyway, I also went with the Ravens because I thought freaking Lamar was playing, and I didn't feel like changing it, so fuck it. Our lone wolf, she didn't even need to know. She was already with this pick. She got the Bears, even with Lamar's playing this week. So, howling up for Meg. She's got the Bears in this particular matchup. So, hopefully, she doesn't gain one on all of us on that one. All right, let's go to the next one. The stinky. This is basically the toilet bowl of the week. The Jets at the Bengals. The Jets lead the series 18-11. Last time they played was in 2022. Cincinnati won 20-12. The Bengals are favored by 6.5. The over/under is 44.5. Carl, who you liking this one?
Yeah, you have to call this a shit bowl in this one. I can't go with the Jets. I just can't. After the amount of shit we've seen this week from the Jets organization and from what Woody Johnson has said about a certain quarterback, that is disgraceful. Absolutely disgraceful. He didn't say it by name. He said it out of reference to someone who's too scared to throw the football. Now, because Tyrod Taylor's out, they've now got to put Justin Fields in, so the damage has already been done throughout the entire week. It's like a couple getting into a massive argument and then reconciling with an incredibly depressing hand job. So, give me the Bungles.
I love it. Greg, get your lotion out. Who you picking?
You said me?
Yeah, you know.
Me?
Yeah.
Again, I wish I could change these picks. After I found out Tyrod Taylor was not playing. And then I found out Justin Fields was playing. The way Woody Johnson berated him in public, and basically Justin Fields came on in the podium was like, I'm just here to share the word of Jesus Christ. It was done. It was done. Justin Fields' confidence is done. And I picked it just because I thought, okay, Tyrod is going to be on the center. It's going to look decent. Josh Reynolds is out. They put the damn court, the only wide receiver they had on IR today. Who is he throwing the ball to today? This is a hot mess in New Jersey. I'm sorry. I picked the Jets, but this was Go ahead.
He's throwing the ball to Mason Taylor today. That's who he's throwing it to. Justin, who you got liking this one?
No, you ain't going to catch me as a Jets fan today or the rest of the season. You might as well mark me down as everybody against the Jets for the rest of the season. That's the
No.
Miami, everybody else but the Jets.
Miami in New York in December.
Yeah. Who you picking when they play Miami, Justin?
Miami. What the fuck are you talking about?
In New York
Miami.
in December?
What the fuck are you talking about?
They're still the better team, obviously. So
that might be the worst game of the entire year, but I'm still picking Miami. I'm picking Miami by 15 in that one.
Brad,
fucking hater.
Brad, who you like?
Look. I'm going with the Jets, and you know what? I think Justin Fields is starting because you know what? he's gonna need to find a backup job next year, so he got to perform somewhat.
He could be out of the league next year
Because with the number one pick, Fernando Mendoza.
Andrew LeDuc, who do you like?
Bengals. They're at home. It's a shit game, but the Jets ain't gonna travel well here, so yeah, Bengals.
I like it. I like it. Cap for Life says, "Is it still 2025? I've come out of my slumber for hydration and gamble today. Wake me up when the Dolphin season is over." I feel you on that. I got actually, while you're here, Cap for Life, if you missed it last week, this is just for you.
Using Sad Dolphins Fan, the toy that just can't stop crying when the team can't stop losing.
Maybe next year.
Squeeze the button for over 30 heartbreaking sounds.
I'm gonna go cry in the bathroom.
Sad Dolphins Fan, available now.
That just makes me giggle every time. But here are our picks. You got the 2 homers this week going with the Jets, and then the rest of us are smart and go with the Bengals. I mean, that's just kind of an obvious one.
Man.
It's a bit like treading on the same. It's like that scene in The Simpsons where Sideshow Bob keeps treading on the same freaking rake, but he can't go anywhere.
It says Mendoza to Miami, Freddie. That's what he was letting you know. He enjoys that one a lot. All right, let's go to the next one here. We got the Buffalo Bills at the Carolina Panthers. Bills lead the series 6-2. Last time they played was in 2021. Buffalo won 31-14. They won 3 out of the last 4. Buffalo's favored by 7.5. The over/under is 46.5. Yeah. It's a short week. It's a short week. So I was gonna get some analysis in here on this. But yeah, Buffalo definitely wins the day. Although I do think Carolina might have a decent day, offensively anyway, because Buffalo's D has been kind of suspect. So I think Carolina at least will put up a little bit of a fight, but maybe not much of one. Carl, did you think Carolina was going to win?
Well, considering I'm not in the picking league for this one, I can easily have a little bit of fun. Panthers are on a winning streak right now. If they had Bryce Young, I'd be a little bit more concerned about it. But the Red Rifles are quarterback. The Red Rifles back, baby. So guess what? This is tribalism kicking in. Give me Carolina.
All right, here we go. See, that's what I'm talking about.
I would love it because then the Patriots are going to sit pretty in first.
Yep, that's whatever. All right, let's go to the next one. The 49ers at the Texans. 49ers lead the series 4-1. Last time they played was in 2022. 49ers won 23-7. They've won 3 in a row. Houston's actually favored by 1.5 in this one, and the over/under is 42.5. Greg, who you like in this one?
You know, I picked the Niners, but after the way Justin just tore up the damn Jets, I want to pick the Texans.
Too late, can't you?
The graphics already made, Greg. Too late.
I don't know how the Niners are doing it, man. They're doing it with the backup quarterback, the backup receivers, the backup tight ends, the backup linemen, They're just doing it. They're just used to having hurt players, and they're continuing to win. Mac Jones looks real good. And when is Ricky Pearsall going to play? But I'm still going to pick the Niners.
Nice. Justin, who you like?
You ain't never getting my fan card. It's 49ers all day long.
Well, you've picked against the Niners before.
No, I've never picked against the Niners.
Yes, the hell you have. You know what? I'm going to go back every fucking episode.
Look back at all the tape.
I'm going to. Today, when I sit to watch football today, I'm going to pull them up, and I'm going to record it, and then next week on Sunday, we're going to sit here and play them all every time.
Do it.
All right, Fred,
just make sure you make a video of you being a fool when you get nothing on me. Just make sure you do that. Make sure you make an apology for Justin when you got nothing on me, dog.
Fred, who you like?
Sure.
I'm going with the Texans. They're at home. I really enjoy watching their defense. I think they keep the game close. They pull it out, but a field goal at home. I really think they win today. You can't hear you, Jason.
I was just saying, LeDuc.
Yeah.
Who do you like?
Yeah, so I think this is going to be a fairly good game. But I am going to go the 49ers because I just do like the way Mac Jones is playing and getting Jawan Jennings back and like Justin said earlier, Kittle on National Tight End Day. I think they're just going to have a little bit extra. I mean, don't sleep on Dalton Schultz on that National Tight End Day too. He had a great week last week. So I mean, Houston. I think this is actually going to be a sneaky, like one of the more entertaining games of the week. But give me the Niners.
It's funny you say that because I looked at this game like it's Borsville. I feel like it's just going to be more defense than anything else. But yeah, I went with the Niners as well. So howl it up for Fred on this one. He's our lone wolf. I just, the Texans offense has just been bull. So it's just, I just don't see it, bro. The Texans for me, I'm just off that train. All right, let's go to the next one. The Browns at the Patriots. The Patriots lead the series 14-13. Last time they played was in 2022. Patriots won 38-15. They won 5 in a row and 9 out of the last 10. New England's favored by 7.5. The over/under is 40.5. Justin, who do you like in this one?
Hammer it down. Patriots.
No hammer.
No
hammer.
Patriots?
But tell me why Patriots are winning.
Which condescending bastard is choosing the Browns?
You'll see in a second.
It's definitely either Meg or Cooper.
Oh.
All right, I'll just put it out there. It was Meg. She went with the Browns today.
Oh, Meg.
It was just for you, Carl. Get it up for Meg. She's our she's lone wolfing all over.
She's gonna be howling at last place after this week.
She can lone wolf all she wants. She's way behind. So.
Oh yeah,
this could be a trap game for New England, man.
That's true.
I'm nervous.
The trap game was the Saints game.
Yeah,
the trap game was the Saints game. The trap game was the Saints game.
If it was in Cleveland, I feel that way, but since it's in New England, I'm like, I don't think so.
I'm just nervous about that front four for the defense.
Here's what I would say. Yes, the Browns defense is ranked number 1 in the NFL, right? But if New England do the hard yards, the Browns are ranked dead last in red zone defense. When we get to the red zone, everyone that has gone into the red zone against the Browns, 15 out of 15 times, they've scored points on them.
Say that again, Carl.
Except for the Dolphins.
Carl.
Stevenson in my lineup.
Carl, I'm proud of you, Carl.
Everyone got the red zone except for the Dolphins. All right, let's go. The next one, the Giants at the Eagles. Eagles lead the series 95-89-2. New York won in week 6, 34-17. Eagles are favored by 7.5. The over/under is 43.5. Leduc, who you like in this one?
I am going with the Eagles. These division games, when the teams are playing good enough, they tend to be an even split. So I think the Eagles get their revenge today. I think the Giants are fun to watch right now, but that's going to wear off. The Cam Scatterbo and all that, that's going to wear off. The Eagles right the ship today.
Revenge game for the Eagles today. We all like them this week, which I think it still will be a decent game, but I think we all like it. Carl, do you disagree?
No, I've gone with Philadelphia. I think the Giants say last week. I have never seen such a collapse in all my life, and I've seen Super Bowl 51. So that's all I'm gonna say on that one.
Yeah, that was epic last week for sure. All right, let's get to the next one. The Bucks visit the Saints. The Saints lead the series 40-27. Bucks swept them last season, 27-19 and 51-27. They've won 4 out of the last 5. Bucks are favored by 5.5. The over/under is 46.5. Fred, who you like on this one?
I like the Bucks. I think after they didn't look too good on Monday Night Football. I think they come back, beat up on the Saints, and even though they're hurt, but I think they still have a good game today.
All right, sounds good. Guess what? Hammer it down. We all like the Bucks in this one. I know. It's like, goodness me. We're all agreeing this week. How crazy.
Yeah,
all right, let's get to the next one. The Titans at the Colts. I got a feeling you might agree on this one as well. The Colts lead the series 40-22. Colts won in week 3, 41-20. They've won 5 in a row. They're favored by 14.5, and the over/under is 48.
That's a college spread.
Yeah, exactly. Carl, who you like in this one, though? You disagree with the spread?
I've got Jonathan Taylor in my main fantasy league, mate. Let him up for 200 yards and 3 touchdowns. This is the Colts all day long.
Yeah, that's why I had to throw Jonathan Taylor in there no matter what the cost on that DFS lineup. Go ahead and hammer it down today. The Colts all over the sorry-ass Titans. All right, let's get to the next one. Hopefully we got some disagreement. We got the Cowboys at the Broncos. Broncos lead the series 9-5. Last time they played was in 2021. Denver won 30-16. They won 7 in a row. Broncos favored by 3.5. Over/under is 51.5. Greg, who you like in this one?
I like the Cowboys, man. This is Javonte Williams' revenge game. I like Dak the way he's been playing. George Pickens, CeeDee Lamb. I know Surtain will probably shadow CeeDee Lamb, but that's going to open it up for Pickens on the other side, man. So I think it's going to be a great game for the Cowboys. If you have Cowboys, start them. Ferguson's been a beast in the middle as a tight end. It's National Tight End Day, so you might see him in the red zone a couple of times. So I like the Cowboys.
All right, Justin, who do you like?
I like the Broncos. I just it's going to be a game of who can put the balance in, who can play defense and offense well enough to win this game, who can stymie each other's offense. I'm going to go with the Broncos doing that. I think the Broncos coming off that big win, I think they're just going to rally behind it, and they're going to keep it going. Plus, little known fact here, Dak is going to be the first quarterback to get 5 weeks in a row, 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, if he can do it this week. And we all know Dak buckles under pressure. So I'm going to go with Dak having 3 touchdowns and 2 interceptions today.
I like it. Fred, who you like?
I'm going with the Denver Broncos. Dallas. I'm going with weather related here. They play in a dome. They have to go to the Mile High Stadium. It's going to be pretty chilly out there. This is a perfect game for Denver. They're going to run the ball, and Dallas is going to try to air it out. They're going to lose the game today.
Jerry Bagshaw says Broncos Ingrams gets 2 TDs today. Mark it.
2 tutties.
Like it. Good job. Thanks, Jerry. Appreciate you chiming in, waking up with us. LeDuc, what do you think? Who wins?
This is very much a pick-em game for me. I think this is going to be close and a good game, but I'm going to give the edge to the Cowboys just because I think they just have a little more offensive weapons to keep up with the Broncos having the edge, given the Cowboys' banged-up defense. So I think the Cowboys just outsling the Broncos today.
Carl, who you like?
It's not very often I agree with the juice on picks, but I am going to take the Cowboys in this one. The Broncos can't do another 3 quarters of scoring nothing and then trying to do it all again in the fourth quarter because the Cowboys will just run up the score way more than what the Giants would. So, and Dak Prescott's playing like his hair's on fire right now. You know, he has no hair. But so I'll take Dallas. It'll be a close one. It'll be a close one.
I like it. I like it a lot. There's our picks for this week. I'm going to go Broncos myself this week. I think the Broncos just have the better defense, quite frankly. And we know how bad the Cowboys' D is. So I'm going to go with the Broncos here as well. I agree with LeDuc. I think it's going to be a good game at least. So at least one good game this Sunday. All right, let's go to the Sunday Night Delight where the Packers visit the Steelers. Packers lead the series 20-17. Last time they played was in 2023. Steelers won 23-19. Packers, though, are favored by 2.5 in this one, and the over/under is 45.5. Fred, who you like in this one?
I like the Pack attack. I'm just gonna take them. This probably be one of the better games. I just like them as a team. I respect the Steelers. The defensively, they're not the Steelers of old, so I think Jordan Love has a good game today.
LeDuc, who you like?
I did also pick the Packers. As the week has gone on, I've been a little bit weary of that, thinking maybe I should have picked the Steelers, but I'm going to stick with the Packers. So a name we haven't mentioned yet today, or really too much Friday night either, was Christian Watson makes his return today. Keep an eye on how he fits into the offense. I know Romeo Doubs has been, the big head guardian cap touchdown maker, but watch out for how they can use Christian Watson and how his speed and his agility might change the way this offense looks. So I'm going to ride with the Packers, even though I don't feel great about it.
All right, Carl, who you like?
So on Hurdle the Line, I went with the Steelers. That was before Christian Watson is elevated to now start this season.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that secondary of the Steelers is old asshole. Give me the Packers.
Yeah, agreed there. Jerry says Packers win in an ugly game. You don't trust Rodgers. I mean, who the hell can? Juice, what do you think? Who wins?
Packers, man. I'm going with the Packers. I think as much as everybody says the Aaron Rodgers revenge games, that Packer organization, I don't think they feel too good about Aaron Rodgers either. So I think the Packers defense steps up. I think Michael Parsons gets Rodgers down a little bit. So I'm going with the Packers.
Justin, who you like in this one?
I mean, so everybody's making anything out of Christian Watson coming back. This guy literally comes onto the field, does his warm-ups, and he's got a hamstring injury. He's back on IR. That's kind of just what he does. That is the most consistent part of his game right there, is he gets a hamstring injury and goes right back on IR. Listen, it's the Steelers for me. The Steelers organization is a lot more of a stronger culture organization for me. I like what they're doing over there. I like what they're putting together this season. You look at them, they're mirroring each other. TJ Watt, Micah Parsons, you got your big guy there. The rest of the defense for both sides is actually kind of crap. I'm not impressed with the Packers defense one bit, even when they got Micah Parsons. Like, Micah always has just big games, but other than that, he really just like falls asleep on the job most of the time. And then, Aaron Rodgers, I will never not go with somebody who is spiteful about shit. He is spiteful about the way he got done in Green Bay. And so I'm going to look at it as he's going to be looking up the box every time he scores a touchdown. It's going to be DK Metcalf, touchdown. He's going to look up at the box, go look at Gutekunst and be like, yeah, bitch, I still got it. You could have had me all this time, but you decided to have Jordan Love's whack ass, which, you know what, Jordan Love, he's okay. He's not really somebody I would have passed the torch to, but whatever. So I'm going to go with this. Spite game comes back. Wins it, Steelers, and give me my howl. Let me go. Let's go. Give it to me.
Let's give it to him. Hold on, I gotta scroll down there. There he goes. Nice. Our lone wolf for the Sunday night delight is Justin.
It's good to get one of those.
Very compelling argument there, Justin. Too bad it doesn't.
One stat I'll throw there, can you finish up? And that's the Steelers and the Packers. They've had in their last 6 visits at Acrisure, at Heinz Field, at Three River Stadium, whatever that it is, Steelers are 6-0. The Packers cannot seem to win in Pittsburgh.
All right, mark it down. Let's see if it's a first today. All right, let's go for Monday night. The Commanders at the Chiefs. Chiefs lead the series 10-1. Last time we played was in 2021. The Chiefs won 31-13. They've won 8 in a row in the series. They're favored by 11.5. And the over-under is 47.5. Carl, who you like in this one?
Chiefs. No, Jaden Daniels.
Go ahead and get.
And even if they got the receivers back, I don't care. The only thing is, Marcus Mariota, the last time he played the Chiefs was in the playoffs in 2019 when he had that deflected pass.
I like it. All right, we got a question here. Did I pull that up, by the way? Let me just the hammer out, by the way. Hammer it down. Yeah. I couldn't remember. I was looking at the question in there. We all like the Chiefs in this one. All right, we got a question in here. Justin, I'm going to send this one to you. This is his team, AS, by the way. Thanks for your question. This is his team. He's got Mahomes, London, Pickens, Debo, Bijan, Taylor, Gatson, Jalen Warren. And his bench, he's got McBride. He's got McBride on the bench. Etienne, Algier, Tootin, Benson, and Chris Moore. It's a half PPR league. He wants to know, should he trade Gatson and Benson for Tet?
Hell no.
Yeah. I'd have to agree. Hell no. I mean, you got Bijan and Taylor. You're fine, dude. You can pretty much coast off of those two to a fucking playoff. At that point. And then you got London and Pickens. London and Pickens are doing great. Debo has been doing great. Tet has been okay. He really hasn't been the guy that we thought he was going to be. I would get rid of Benson at this point because even if he comes back, I don't think he's going to be worth the buck.
You've got the two best tight right now. You got the number 1 tight end in the end in McBride, and then you've got Gadaston. You could run a 2 tight end set in your fantasy league.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking the same thing. I would definitely go. If anything, you can just do the 2 tight ends. If anything,
Of course, he's 7-0.
He's 7-0. Hey,
most points in the league. I wonder why.
With
He has
that
Mahomes,
lineup,
less.
in fantasy. He has
yeah,
Taylor,
don't get too cute. Go with what's working with you, working for you. 7-0, you're good to go. The only thing I would say is if you can upgrade someone, but your running backs are great. The only thing you're looking for is upgrading those receivers. So unless someone's offering you somebody big time for a couple of your bench players, that's the only way I'd make a move.
Trade
by the
Debo
way,
for a true one.
If anyone was curious, this was our results from Thursday night. This is why you don't go with Greg's picks right here. Go with the Vikings.
Listen, it worked.
And to be fair to Justin, he's been hitting every Thursday night game, so he just got he says he has no bye week receivers.
Last time I trust Carson Wentz.
Yeah, exactly.
It worked for me, Justin.
Not even Kevin O'Connell could save him.
Indeed. All right. Well,
we're Freddie 9 points, so that was my logic.
We're gonna close things out today.
You brought me down with you. You
wait.
I'm playing Freddie this week.
Wait.
Addison, he only
that doesn't help me.
You guys,
Freddie going down.
Freddie has something to say.
So all you guys that are always asking questions and stuff, we're gonna bring back the Jester Sacks, the Christmas giveaway. So I've been keeping track of all you guys that actually joined the show, help us out, and then on December 21st, we'll host a raffle, TSS, the Jester Sacks, and give out gifts. So I already got the Jim Kelly signed helmet, and so far we got the Andre Reed Buffalo jersey. All right, just 2 of the gifts. We're gonna have about 6 of them. So you guys keep bringing in the questions. Get other people to subscribe to us, and we'll put more people in.
Listen, if we're bringing it back, if you want a little piece of the Jester Sack, make sure you come in and comment on here. Yeah, that joke never go get old.
Never been cheaper.
Thank you guys for your comments and questions today. But before you go, I know you missed church because you were up with us this morning. So we got just the thing for you. We got our own church here on TSS Fantasy. Put your hands together and pray. It's time for Fantasy Jesus.
Put your hands together and pray. It's time for Fantasy Jesus.
I'm here to save your fantasy rosters.
Good morning, TSS family, and welcome to week 8. You are here for Fantasy Jesus' 5 DFS picks. Let's get it started with a man who was around in the biblical ages, Joe Flacco. He came out last week and gave the Pittsburgh Steelers a very holy performance, going for 4 touchdowns, over 300 yards. Look for him to do the exact same thing to the Jets this week. No Sauce Gardner on the other side. You got Justin Fields going to be giving the ball to the defense all day long. Look for Joe Flacco to pull out another great game. Then we got Devon Achane. 49ers and CMC ran all over Atlanta last week. The only thing working in Miami right now is Achane, so let's look for him to be the part of the offense, the big motion that gets this thing going, and hopefully Miami gets back on track. Then we got our wide receiver, Emeka Egbuka. 12 targets last week. Not a lot came of it, but the targets were there. They always have been there throughout the season. He's healthy. No hamstring designation going into this week. So play him this week with Mike Evans down with the shoulder injury and Godwin officially ruled out for the week. Then we got Colston Loveland. Colston Loveland for the Bears is officially the tight end 1. Cole Kmet is out with a back injury. Look for him to get his first touchdown on National Tight End Week. And then finally, National Tight Ends Day, I'm sorry. And then finally, we're going to go with the Kansas City Chiefs defense against the Washington Commanders retirement home at this point. This team is so old that they might break a bone just getting up for Sunday football. So look for the Kansas City Chiefs to continue what they did last week in mauling the Raiders and bring it this week, and they're going to maul the Commanders. That was 5 DFS picks for your Week 8 lineups. May your lineups be blessed.
Thou shalt not lose today. Consider your fantasy football lineups blessed.
Consider them blessed indeed. Also, programming note, usually we're on Friday to break things down, but that, of course, is Halloween next week. So look for us on Thursday night at 9 p.m. for the Thursday night breakdown with lots of Halloween fun, including our fun segment. If you drafted a guy high and he did not perform for you, well, you got ghosted, and we're going to play a little bit of that on Friday night, or Thursday night, sorry. So make sure you check us out Thursday at 9 p.m. And then next week, we're still going to continue the Halloween fun. You're going to wake up with us. It's going to be Fantasy Satan. We got all kind of good stuff for you on next Sunday. So make sure you check us out next week. Well, nobody celebrates the holidays like TSS Fantasy, that's for sure. Carl, where can everybody follow, subscribe, and get your content, my friend?
Yeah, you can find us on Patriots Suck Back Podcast on YouTube, on Apple, and on Spotify as well. We've just, I think it was on Friday night, we had our preview show of the Cleveland Browns game with my good friend Ollie from Heard of the Line. So, yeah, go check us out for that. And we'll have our review show on Tuesday night, 9 p.m. UK time, 4 p.m. Eastern, as always. So, yeah, go check us out. And Leduc, first time I met you, bruv. Keep the faith, buddy.
Yeah, he don't come on the show as much. He comes like once a month, this guy.
You know, Freddie. We gonna fight.
That's because Leduc's a big, busy guy. And Leduc's got his own show on Tuesdays, Divots and Pivots, where he covers all the golf stuff for us as well. So
off season right now, though.
Well, it's off. Well, you know, when the season's on, you check him out, of course. And of course, you can check out me and Justin on Wednesday nights with Ben Troop, where we No Weddings in the Fall, where we cover college and pro as well. All right, guys. Well, we appreciate you. Thanks for tuning in today. We all appreciate you. Good luck today, and we are out.